So the last thing we want to do is fix up these artifacts here. So I think we can do that by just adjusting our clip black and white values in our key. So we'll isolate our key layer because that's where these artifacts are appearing. So we'll go to a frame before they start appearing, right here when the thumb gets off the screen. With your thumb layer selected, go ahead and click these stopwatch icons to create keyframes right where the playhead is. If you expand your thumb key, you'll see all the effects you have applied. Here are those keyframes. So we'll scrub forward to where the artifacts start appearing, and we'll adjust our values to try and get rid of those. Let's try 80 and 90. And that seems to have done it pretty well. So it looks like we've removed those artifacts. Yep, looks good to me. So let's just unsolo this layer here so we can see all the layers underneath it. And let's watch it. If you hit Shift question mark, it'll snap your view back to the center. So I'm hitting 0 on my number pad to preview that again. And actually it looks like when I created those keyframes, it's creating a lot of noise along these edges here. So maybe I don't want to go so extreme with it. With my thumb layer selected, I can hit U, and that'll just show my keyframes instead of all of the settings. So these two here, maybe 80 and 90 is a little much. I'll try 70 and 80. And that seems to look pretty good. So let's preview that again. And again, Shift question mark to snap it. All right. So I'm ready to render this out. So to export this out of After Effects, you just go Control M, or you can hit File, Export, Add to Render Queue. And you can render out of After Effects in all kinds of high quality settings, but we just want to preview it. So let's actually send it to Adobe Media Encoder here. This will open up a different software by Adobe. It'll load in your After Effects project, and what we want to do is export as H.264, match source, high bitrate, and then you just select where to output your file to. I'll just put it on my desktop, and if you could name this with your name, project, and then the version number. So I've already exported the first version of this, so this is actually going to be version 2 for me. And a lot of people like to put final when they think they're done with it, but very often there's always another version to make. So I advise never putting final in any of your file names, and just versioning up to the next version number. So we'll hit the green play button and that'll render it out. Goes pretty fast. And if you click on that again, now that it's done, it'll open up the file. And here's our screen replacement. Thanks guys for following along. Hopefully that was clear enough for you, and I'll be around to answer any questions.